The next day, he used the items he had gathered to build a makeshift resting place and began checking through the items recovered from the plane. Now, apart from the pocket watch given to him by his girlfriend, nothing else useful remained with him. Thinking about the moments spent with his girlfriend, he felt even more regret about getting on that plane. Actually, before Kelly left on her business trip, she had given Chuck a pocket watch so that when she returned at Christmas, the two of them could get married. But a sudden plane crash had stopped this marriage right here. When all his family members had accepted that Chuck had died in the accident, he still stubbornly stayed alive. But on this deserted island, finding food and water had become a very big problem, and no one knew how long Chuck would be able to hold on. He gathered many of his company's parcels back together, but he decided not to open them, because for him, this was the honesty of his work. Even if he was stranded on an unknown island, he still did not want to break the trust of his customers. The help signs he had made on the beach the previous day had long been washed away by the ocean waves. He had to use some damaged pieces of wood to write help again. Slowly, the desire to stay alive inside Chuck kept growing stronger and stronger. He knew that if he wanted to get out of here, he would have to stay alive no matter what. But on this deserted little island, he found nothing edible except hard coconuts. And because he had no tool to open the coconuts, opening a coconut had also become an extremely difficult task for him. Then he finally cracked a coconut open with a sharp stone and began tasting its water, which at that moment was like nectar for him. But he was not satisfied with just coconuts. Chuck decided to explore other parts of this small island to fill his stomach. He wanted to climb to the highest peak here and see everything. But sharp rocky mountain stones made his path difficult. So he cut a piece of fabric from his pants with a stone, mixed in some leaves, and made himself a pair of shoes. But when he reached the top of the mountain, he found out that this truly was a deserted island. There was ocean stretching far and wide in all directions, but no other human being was visible anywhere. As he was thinking in disappointment about how he could possibly save his life, suddenly a strange thing caught his attention from afar. Without thinking, he ran toward that thing. He had thought it was some pilot who had also survived just like him. But when Chuck turned that pilot over and looked, he found that the pilot had died quite a long time ago. With a heavy heart, he dragged the pilot's body onto the island and began collecting some useful items from him. He kept for himself a pair of shoes that were still wearable, a torch that could still light up, and a wallet that had become useless. After this, he dug a grave for the pilot, buried his body in it, and carved the date of his death on a rock. In the evening, Chuck sat on the beach looking at his shoes. There was a strange sadness in his mind. He felt that perhaps the next one lying in that grave would be himself. For this reason, Chuck could not sleep that night. He had come to understand that if he kept sitting with his hands folded like this, his death was certain. So now you tell me, how did you like this video? If you liked the video, then go to my channel and definitely check out the other videos too. And tell me in the comments which movie's explanation you want to see next.